This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Cleveland offense making their way out. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Going out. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Guys ready to get it on right now. You know what we need, baby. Let's go do this. Let's get it done. Let's go. We got to get it physical. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Leave it all out here. Leave it all out here. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Playmaker, step up right now. Do it. Do it.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is the tight end to Njoku. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws in a double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down carry for Henry. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 44, Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Succop's kick is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Let's do this, man. Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. Get something together.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They set up the screen to Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go, baby.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And this returnable for Hill. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This is caught by Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, it's Brady. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. Backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Brady.
And this one caught downfield by Evans. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Tampa Bay.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw again on second down. Brady delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Brady.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Chubb on the counter.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Njoku over the middle. Touchdown! David Njoku, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Brady. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 43. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
York able to send this one through.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's Brady and the Bucks.
Trailing 17-10. A little over 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I love how they're tearing the pages out of the so-called book. I wish more teams would do this instead of laying back. Bring pressure in this situation. Go after him a little bit.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Brady now on 1st down. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady. is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Derrick Henry from 17 yards out. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On second and very short, Mahomes.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes
right back to Njoku.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
Let's ride, dog. Let's go.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady going to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give running right is Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
We talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense. Those are the guys everyone comes to see play each and every week. And that call was pretty easy.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 42-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Brady. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The handoff, running left, Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Browns 10.
Get him going, baby. Let's do this. This is the call before the storm. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Nothing here. Let's go. Let's go right here now. That's a good one. Here we go. Don't give it up. What's the deal, y'all? Let's go.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 4. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mahomes will throw.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Completes to Njoku.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mahomes.
Pass complete, it's Adams.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Mahomes.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Mahomes. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here. They use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Mahomes to throw it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Mahomes.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.